Well, next time I see you, these legs $2.
Gotta know about the blues. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So that's why you gotta know about the blues. Hey, any of y'all been to Memphis? You have? Y'all watch her. Keep your eye on her. Cause Memphis right now, goddamn, Memphis fucked up. Man, shit, I just buried my mom last week. Man, we got off the plane when we got to call the Uber. Goddamn Uber driver pulled up with a bulletproof vest on. Hey, you know that's a problem. I was like, hey man, fuck this. Take us to the rental-car place. We get to the goddamn rental-car place, and the lady say, what, sir? Would you like whole life or term life? I'm like, what are you talking about, man? We need liability. She said, nah, fuck the car. You need life insurance. I'm like, God damn, man. Remember that fucking man? I mean, like, shit. I mean, I did a comedy show over there. When I did the goddamn show, they had a little tip bucket down there for me. After the show was over with, man, I was looking down like, damn, they filling up. When the show was over with, when I was closing out, went down to get my bucket, that motherfucker was gone. I'm like, damn. I said, babe, did you see where the tip bucket? She said, no, where it go? I'm like, damn, I know I saw people on. I walked outside, I saw the bucket sitting on the ground. I picked it up, that motherfucker had $5.70 worth of change in it. They robbed my ass, man. Memphis is fucked up, I'm telling you. It's crazy. I'm talking about it's real crazy. Look, and it's bad too. I mean, look, I put Siri? I put it in Siri, so they're neighborhoods. What's the worst neighborhood in here? Southwest, Southeast, Southside? All of East Side. Man, look, in Memphis, we got Orange Mound. That's where we're from. So I said, Siri, navigate me to Orange Mound. Siri said, no, you're on your own. I was like, damn. He said, but I can acknowledge you in 500 yards, duck. And I'm driving, this nigga said, pop, pop, pop. I'm like, damn. I was like, what the fuck? Damn, Siri, how the fuck you? I mean, she interacted like a motherfucker. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, man. Hey, so, ladies, man, when you ran the lady out from Little House on the Prairie, what the fuck? She really wanted Little House on the Prairie. I mean, hey, you was wrong for that, bro. You was wrong with that. More like Django, though. You know, Django? That was Master Candy's sister and shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, they was wrong putting her feelings. She had that long ass dress on. That's not where she was coming from. And shit. You fucked, hey, you took credit, man. Hey, don't tell me people even know about Little House on the Prairie. They know about Little House on the Prairie was off the air when half of these motherfuckers was born. Django! Hey, Django! Y'all know Django, right? Everybody remember Django's sisters and shit? Ah, damn, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody like my new glasses? Man, hey, they're X-ray glasses. Hey, I just see, look at it. Look. Who got blue panties on? I see y'all. I bet she has tan. What color panties you got on? You got tan panties on? I can see you. I can see them. You can go ahead and tell everybody. What color are they? They tan? Yeah. Hey, now, who don't have any panties on? I see a couple of y'all. Y'all nasty. I tell y'all nasty. Hey, so look. I just came from Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. I was in Las Vegas. The women in Las Vegas, you can tell they're Las Vegas residents. They ass as flat as a motherfucker. I mean, cause I guess they've been sitting at the goddamn slot machine for 22 hours a day. You know, and I was telling them, man, you need to come to Texas. All our women got fat asses and shit. But, speaking of fat asses, we need to put a cap on Latino ladies. I love y'all good, you know. But we need to put a cap on age limits of getting fucking BBLs. Y'all cannot be 60 years old getting goddamn BBLs. I mean, I saw a goddamn lady one day, we had an all-white party, right? We had an all-white party, and man, her ass was so goddamn big. I mean, she had this much ass, and I said, Doc, hold your hand up. Her ass was so big, he said, man, that's a goddamn Apple AirPod. I mean, she was shaped like an Apple ass with that big and little big ass legs. Hey, y'all gotta stop that shit. Get this shit proportioned. I mean, it's okay if you want to, proportion yourself out and shit. But goddamn, man. I didn't know to say, hey, Siri, can I get your Bluetooth code? Or walk on the side and say, hey, Siri. Then I'm going to say, yes, Rodney. I was like, oh, fuck. Man, I'm talking about it's great. And how many of y'all got stepkids in here? Any stepkids? Damn, y'all ain't fucking. Ain't nobody fucking in here. Shit. God damn. But anyway, my daughter was talking to my wife one day. I'm walking in the house, they just finished cutting grass. And she was like, wait, I'm not sucking no dick. And then she said, well, stepmommy, sometimes you gotta enhance your game. You gotta change up everything. If you don't like the way it tastes, do something different. You gotta improvise. And so I stepped back, I'm like, what the hell is they talking about? And she said, so what are you saying? She said, just do something new. Like, go get a box of fruit roll-ups and wrap a fruit roll-up around it and suck it in. It stays sweet. And I'm like, she looking at me like, damn, fruit roll-ups, I never thought of it. Look, shit, you on to something. So I'm listening, I'm like, and then she said, then you can just get a lollipop and you can rub it around. I said, hey, stop it. Why are you talking to her about sucking dick? She said, Daddy, I'm 36 years old. I can talk to her about what I want. And then my wife said, well, you ain't got to worry about it anyway because as long as I'm alive, I never suck your dick with a fruit roll-up. And so I walk on out the kitchen, but I look up on top of the refrigerator to see if we still got that box of fruit roll-ups up there. And so, shit went on. And so, how many weed smokers I got? I know we got some weed smokers there. Look at everybody. And he like, shit, I got something outside for you. You want a 3-5 or what? Look, all right. But have you ever had, hey! What Django be saying? Hey, little troublemaker. What y'all been doing out there, y'all? I know I smell fish for something. Y'all went to the hey, shit. Hey, y'all got that daughter nasty. I'm on the oak tree. Look at he looking at me, bro. He's still on me. Hey, well, shit. So, I was back. God damn, see, you got me confused, man. You got confused me. Damn it. But anyway, hey, weed, when you're smoking weed, when you smoking that good shit, it's always got a hard-ass name. Cause I had this shit, me and my wife smoked this shit called Gorilla Gas Monkey one time. Right? And I'm on the I'm at the gas pump, sitting at the gas pump. I get out, I pump some gas, and I'm so goddamn high, all of a sudden, when I get in the car, I'm looking at the light, and my wife said, what are you doing? What are you sitting here for? I said, don't you see the damn light red? And she said, you're sitting at the gas pump, stupid. I'm like, well, shit. I didn't see a red light. The shit had you so focused in. So now, we go to Colorado. Any of y'all, I know everybody did edibles, right? So we go to Colorado. I'm gonna tell y'all about the first time we ever done edibles. This was some crazy shit. So we go to Colorado. As soon as we get there, I said, baby, let's go to the dispensary. And she said, yeah, let's get the cookies. And so we walk up in the dispensary. This old white lady, she's in there. She said, how you doing? And we like, how you doing? I said, you can't be from Colorado sound like this. She said, no, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I said, we from Memphis. Good job. And then she said, can I help you? I said, ma'am, we want to do some edibles. And she said, you like cookies? I said, shit. Don't I look like I like cookies? And she said, you like weed? I said, that's why the fuck we here. And she said, well, I got some cookies with weed. So she gave us this bag of cookies. I look at it, it's 6 cookies. I said, well, how much is it, ma'am? She says $40. I said, God damn. The Keebler Elf charging turns around this motherfucker. $40 for 6 cookies? And so, we get the cookies. I give my wife 3 of them. I take 3. Good. Baby, those good. She said, man, them cookies was good as hell. Get another bag. So I go back over there. I said, ma'am, can I get another bag? And she said, honey, you didn't eat all those cookies, did you? I'm like, yeah, what you mean? She said, no, baby. You're supposed to take the cookie, you break it in half, you take half, and she take half. I said, ma'am, when you ever seen a fat motherfucker eat a half a cookie? And then she said, well, son, I just tell you, you need to get somewhere and lay down because when it hits, it's going to hit hard. And so we get to driving, I jump in the car, and I'm running, I'm like, baby, you okay? She said, I guess so. And I'm driving, I get to the gas station, and I'm like, babe, we ain't put gas in this motherfucker about 3 days. Let's get some gas. And she said, no, let's go to the hotel. I said, no, we need gas. So I get out the car. Soon as I get out the goddamn car, woo. It's like I stepped out the goddamn Apollo 13 or some shit. I'm trying to walk to the goddamn gas to the teller, and the more steps I was taking, the farther the goddamn door was getting. And I'm like, goddamn. I started running. Caught you, goddamn door was running. And I walked in there and I was like, ma'am, my car ain't working outside. And then she said, are you okay, sir? And I said, yeah. She said, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean? She said, are you okay? Are you high? I said, maybe a little bit. And she said, I said, well, I'm trying to get 25 on 5 out there. And she said, yeah, that's you on 5? I said, yeah. She said, you high. I said, what are you talking about? She said, first of all, I'm going to tell you this. This is the fucking hotel key, so that's why that's not working. Second of all, that's a fucking Tesla. How do you want 25 gas in it? I'm like, shit, I got to go. And then I ran to the car and said, babe, we got to get out of here. And she said, babe, yeah, we got to get to the hotel. Something is wrong. I think my heart is about to stop beating. So we get to the hotel, and I walk up, and my wife said, babe, I said, what's wrong? She said, I think I'm dying. I said, you really? And then I said, no, babe, you're high. She said, no, I'm dying. And she said, I said, why you feel like you're dying? She said, can you see my heart beating? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I said, no. She said, nah, you playing. Can you see my heart beating? I said, no. And I said, well, I tell you what, baby. Lay down right here, and I want you to get ready for the coming of the Lord. And she said, what do you mean? She said, am I already dead? I said, I believe you is, but hold on for a second. And I got around, I got that goddamn box of fruit rollers and wrapped it. I said, well, tell me what this goddamn fruit roller feel like. That's my time. My name is Rod Echols. I appreciate y'all.
Like that.